Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to another episode of FPL Banter, where where you're going to get all the strat, the tips, and the chips, as well as the banter, guys. We're looking forward to game week 4, and we're going to be talking about who are the top transfers to bring in, as well as there's a lot of chat in the community about whether or not people should be wildcarding. We're going to take a look at that, why you should be wildcarding, why you shouldn't be wildcarding, and if you do wildcard, well, this is how you should be thinking and setting up your team. Chaps, how you doing, man? You good?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of stress thinking about who to bring in, but yeah.
Yeah. G, your side with the transfer window, I think everybody's waiting actually for that and then seeing what they're going to do. How are you feeling about this coming game week?
No, I'm good. I'm actually keen to see what you guys do in the next coming game week. But on my side, yeah, obviously I just need to do some reinforcements at the back. But besides that, I don't really have anything to worry about, eh?
All right. Sounds like somebody's ignoring their back problems. You know that problems are their back line. I'm referring to check out the previous episode. It's going to be linked in the corner. Without further ado, let's move on, guys. The first topic we're going to be talking about is who are the top transfers to bring in this week. The pictures are just there for reference, but I think we're just going to throw some names around. Starting with the guys who are on the board. Madison, he's been looking like he's having some good game weeks. A lot of people are talking about them. What are your guys' views on him? Is that somebody you guys are potentially looking at if you don't have any back problems?
Well, I think because they've got Burnley in game week 4, if I'm not mistaken. If you want to attack that game week, that is the game week to attack. I think there's a lot of points that are being picked up through Burnley. He is someone to consider. But Burnley, Sheffield United, that's the next game they've got. And then Arsenal, Liverpool. So you can bring him in, but be mindful you can only keep him for 2 game weeks where he's really going to give you the points. Then after that, the fixtures kind of get a bit tight with Arsenal and Liverpool.
Yeah, for me, that's my thing with Madison. It's you're really bringing him for these next 2 game weeks because the following 2 game weeks are also going to be tough. And then it gets better. I think after that he has another 2 easier game weeks.
It's got Luton after that,
yeah, but that goes back into what we've been talking about, like fixture-proof players. Do you think he can become a fixture-proof player where, fine, he is playing Arsenal, but he'll deliver? Do you know what I mean? Because I don't know about you guys. For me, I hate to chop and change, and at the same time, I think a lot of FPL managers as well sort of do look for those guys who are fixture-proof, so they know that they're only really doing 1 or 2 transfers because that is all we can do in a week, 1 or 2 transfers and have a core team. Madison is starting to look like one of those guys who starting to say, hey, I can be one of your guys on the core side.
Hey, I don't know, guys. Madison. Okay, maybe I'm talking from experience of owning this guy in the past. I've just got burnt too many times from this guy. This guy is, for me, is the most unreliable player I've had. Okay, not the most, but one of the most. This guy's injuries, you'd swear his body is made out of biscuits. I swear, before the game last week, he was yellow on FPL because of some sort of injury, whatever he was there. Whether it was back or flu or whatever it was.
That he actually played as well.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So people weren't, they were surprised when he started that game. So for me, having a player like that, bro, it's such a, for all we know, right now, there's nothing on him, right? No injuries, no nothing. Come the actual game day, next thing you know, he's not in the squad. and then they say, something
the
happened to
needle
him.
or something
No,
from the
yeah,
the
from
terrible cup he was
wherever.
playing this week. Like
So like I don't know. For me, it's
You think it's a risk?
If you're gonna take that chance with somebody like Madison, you really got to do your research, and that's like literally every day follow up the news, see if there's anything on Madison, no injuries, no nothing. If you like sure, and then sure, then you can make that educated guess to say, you know what, he's gonna play. But for me, I can't. And the thing is, so there's the international break between Burnley and Sheffield, right? And during that break, is he going to play for England? And if so, we all know that during the international break, sometimes players come back with injuries. So if you pick him now with that mindset that, you know what, I'm picking him for the next 2 games, you might be putting yourself in, a bit of a spot when they come back from the international break. Hell, he might not even be chosen for England, but when they come back for the Sheffield game, he still could have an injury, even though he was doing nothing. That's how injury prone this guy is.
No, that's how Reece James is. That's how Reece James.
But Chaps, I think you're being a bit too clinical of him, bro. Look at it this way. Yes, he was yellow. He came on. He got you points. What if? Because, FPL, that's what it is. These 2 game weeks, he gets you bonus points. Both of them. So what if he comes back from international break and he's injured? If you got back-to-back game weeks, bonus points.
Him in and he's injured. Then it's like, should I only brought him in Burnley, Sheffield United,
No, but what I'm saying, he plays those 2 games. He plays Burnley, he plays Sheffield United. And then, fine, if he's injured, Vele, it's Arsenal. Vele, it's Spurs. And then he comes back. Either it's a win-win.
Yeah, look. If I didn't have my defensive issues, Luke Shaw, I would seriously be considering him, as a transfer, into my team. But, I've got, other things to worry about instead of my midfield. But look, like I said, it's not a bad shout. It's not a bad idea to bring him. But for me, I think they're just better options, to be honest.
All right. Let's do this.
Right now, I still do not trust Spurs. I'm not 100% on them.
Yeah,
at the moment, everything seems to be coming from him. Everybody else, nobody else is doing anything. If you think about it, literally, he's been involved in literally all the goals.
But surely there should be more reason to have him in your side because he's going to be involved.
Definitely.
Yes and no.
But the thing is, if he gets blocked off, let's say he gets 2 players put on him and he can't do nothing, where else are they going to get their goals from? That's my thing.
Richarlison ain't producing, and Kulusevski's quiet.
Yeah, well, after they cut exit
Richarlison is
basically
he's as useful as Casper up there, literally. He's literally got a white shirt. Casper's white as well, so they're basically the same up there. There's no difference between the two. Son, I don't know what's going on with that guy. He's I don't know, maybe old age is catching up with him.
That armband is too heavy for him.
Maybe. Kulusevski is just a redhead guy just running around. I don't know what he's doing, but anyway, it is what it is.
Look, let's not make it a Tottenham or a Madison show. Give me your top 2 midfielder transfers for people who might have 2 transfers in. Who would you guys be bringing in? Who are your hottest 2 midfielders that you would bring in if you had any midfield headache?
Bring in Sterling, guys. The run of games, he's got Forest, he's got Bournemouth, he's got Aston Villa, and he's got Fulham, and he's got Burnley. Those are 5 games where the competition is not too tight. And again, if you watch Chelsea play, it's very similar to what Chaps was saying with Madison. Everything flows through him. With Sterling as well. I mean, he's attacking defenders. He's really going into the box. He gets those touches. He puts the ball in. He's the one who got the assist for Jackson. He can get you penalties. He can score the goals. So for me, that's the one midfielder that I can sponsor. Sterling.
Travis?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go for Sterling as well. I just think, the nice thing for me, seeing from Sterling is that he's getting that sort of like that form or that way. Remember when he used to play for Liverpool before he went to Man City? When he used to play on the wing, how he used to run at players.
Yeah,
that is the Sterling that we're seeing now.
And
that
he takes
dangerous Sterling, exactly. And that dangerous Sterling, for me, that was the Sterling that I'm seeing now. When he was with was it Suarez and Sturridge? Yeah, and they were called the Triple S or whatever. When they were dangerous back then, and he was like seriously, like peak Sterling. That for me, that is what we're seeing now.
Even
and
when
that
it was
dangerous.
Was this
at City, yeah. But at City he became. But at City he was playing something different, because at City he was scoring tap-ins and things like that. He wasn't really taking on players. It was more tiki-taka football. It's not like here he gets the ball, he runs at defenders, right? And there was this. I don't know. He's done it multiple times in the West Ham game and in this game, where he's literally gone through a whole bunch of players. That's what we want to see from Sterling, right? And because of that, he can win you penalties. He can get you, he can score goals from that. So for me, yeah, Sterling, I think is the top choice at the moment. Cool. At the moment, yeah.
Let's talk about the guys with defense having a hard backline, troubling backline. Top 2 defensive transfers for you guys. Who do you think we should be bringing in?
Look, I mean, based on the fixtures, there are quite a number of teams.
If you don't already have Chilwell, that's definitely one. He's very attacking. Yeah. Again, like Bobo was saying, Sterling. They got a good run of fixtures.
Very good run of fixtures.
Look, I think you can bring on, for me, the other guy, looking at everything as well, I was like, you can bring on Udogie. I think he's also very attacking. He did supply, He did give an assist as well. So, and he's got 2 games. So, say, you put him in, you've got him for 2 game weeks, and you can hold him for maybe 2 transfers. So if you need to bring him out again, you can. For me, like those are my 2 that I'd be looking to bring in.
Even talking about Spurs, you've got Romero as well. I mean, he comes in at 4.6. He's also got that attacking prowess, so he's also a decent option. No, he is.
What are you talking about? Romero. Are you talking about
He was in the top 11 for Game Week 3, bro. So he gets to the point. He gets in the right position.
That lunatic who always gets yellow and red cards. That idiot.
And that's the reason why I would also like back up on him.
I love you guys. You guys are so emotional, bro. You're so emotional. How's about you just look at the player for who he is on the day?
No, my friend. No.
He is.
This is why Gabriel's not working for you. You have bad choices when it comes to defenders. No, my friend. No.
This is why
Romero. Wait. Let me have a look at this.
Let me have a look at this. You see, all these players that you guys are emotionally attached to, they will surprise you because on their day, they can do anything and everything. Best believe.
Look, another option besides your crazy Romero option this guy is looking at the Chelsea options. You can go for Gusto. Gusto is now 4.1. He's a literally wing back. He's nice and cheap. All right. He had an assist over the weekend. Now that we've seen what he's all about, Reece James, we know that he's out for at least a month or so. So you could. Yeah, he's coming back, but he's not going to be the same. Well, I'm just saying, maybe for now, have him as if you don't have a Chelsea defender at the moment, let's say you're priced out for Chilwell, because Chilwell at the moment is 5.7. For all we know, come the weekend, should be. Yeah, he's priced nicely. He's definitely going to play in the next 2 games. So, he's one option that you can take if you don't have a Chelsea defender for now. And then at least that way you save some cash and have money in the bank, as some people would say. I think that I think if you're gonna go for defenders, there's so many teams right now that you can choose defenders from, and it doesn't even have to be the more expensive defenders. You can choose some of the cheaper options: Udogi, Gusto, Cash. Okay, Cash doesn't really have a good fixture next, but
it's not cheap.
There are good options out there. So even the big teams, they've got some good fixtures. Barring Arsenal, they've got Man United next. But there are options out there when it comes to defenders. And when I say options, those options themselves can get you clean sheets and some, assist or even goal scoring points.
Yeah, cool. Quick fire strikers. Give me a 2.
Darwin Núñez.
Too early.
This guy.
I love you guys. I just love it. One thing you must learn from that guy. Last season, I said this. I think I said it in game week 1. That guy is superb in terms of finding space. He was given a lot of ball last season, and he missed a shitload. The comeback against Newcastle. Wait, let me finish. The comeback against Newcastle. Off the bench, the first goal, it was a first touch, it was a finish. The second goal, he didn't even touch it. He let the ball run across him, and he smashed it. That, to me, oozes confidence, okay? And this is the same guy, 100%. That's all you need. And if that guy can click, put the fixtures aside, guys. And again, I'm gonna keep telling you guys, stop being emotional. But that
why
guy
didn't he start against Bournemouth?
Leave that. If you couldn't start against Bournemouth, when is he gonna start? Because that's the argument here. It's like, I agree with you if the man is starting.
After scoring a brace, if Klopp doesn't start him, he does not know what he's doing.
Look here, listen, I agree with you. Last year,
he was going to click this year, but he's just not starting. That's the issue. And the fixtures are also not so good still until game week 6, guys. So for me, it's like...
Look, Klopp has his favorite. Let's be honest. Klopp's favorite up there is literally Jota and Gakpo. We saw in the last game, he put Gakpo in ahead of, what's his name?
Agreed.
Núñez.
Agreed.
Why do that?
Agreed. We'll never know what he's thinking of. But this guy, this is the reason why you can't even consider Núñez. This is the reason why. Because of Klopp. Not because of the player's ability. It's because of Klopp. That is the reason why.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't really consider.
If he starts him this next game week, then we can start hopping on. That's the only reason
we can have a discussion.
Yeah, that's the only reason I'm like, too early.
That's why when FPL managers get the leap ahead of you, you're gonna sit there and say, only if I should have. Because really, if you want to get ahead, you need to take the risk. And for me, the risk is there's proof in the pudding. 2 goals, and you came on and what? The 75th minute? But it's okay.
This is
It's
the guy
okay.
who
It's
chose
okay.
Gabriel, right?
I won't lie to you. For me,
Okay.
risks have fucked me up. I won't lie to you. So, look, guys.
It's okay.
I think just to wrap this part up.
Wait, bring the second striker before we wrap it up. Bring a second striker. Let's
No,
not
the second
leave them
striker.
with
But honestly, for me, I think it's Jackson. You know, again, like the Chelsea assets, guys. We can't like beat around
You
the bush.
guys love Jackson, hey?
No, the Chelsea assets are the
No,
other
but he did
ones.
the job. He did the job at the end of the day,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I mean, the
I
first
don't-
2 games, we didn't expect that. But then against Luton, he did the job.
Thanks,
That's all that
Sterling, for
matters,
that
because-
assist, for giving him a tap-in, but it's okay.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't
It's
matter.
okay. It's
At
okay.
the end of the day, he scored his goal. So, yeah.
Yeah,
It is what
and
it
you
is.
know what? For me, I still what I think of Jackson. I honestly still think Jackson is that Darwin Núñez of Chelsea, only because like new striker coming into new league and stuff like that. Yes, he scored this weekend, tap and goal. I don't trust him yet, but let's see how he produces. Honestly, I don't trust Jackson, but just looking at Chelsea's fixtures, he's the best striker to really be pulling in. The other strikers like Wisa's got a Bournemouth, so he's someone to consider. But
Why
it's
not?
just like,
What's wrong with Watkins? Watkins is there.
yeah,
Liverpool
Watkins
now
is there,
don't have.
but yeah, look,
I'd favor Watkins over Jackson.
Yeah.
Personally.
Especially now
Yeah.
with Liverpool
Personally.
without Van Dijk. So now their backline is now what? Going to be Gomez and Matip if Konate
Matip, yeah.
is still injured. That's weak, bruh. That's weak. So
Yeah.
look,
Yeah.
I'm not saying Watkins is going to score a hat-trick or anything like that, but he could have an assist here or
position,
He's gonna cause some trouble. Yeah.
He'll be involved.
Yeah.
He'll be involved.
yeah. So
Cool.
it's not a bad shot.
Let's move on to the next part of the show. For the sake of time, a lot of guys are talking about wildcarding because they got all of those headaches in their backline, their midfield, their keeping, even their striking. Let's start off with the first little part of the segment is, from your guys' side, what kind of people should be wildcarding? Look, just to give a brief from my side, I think, look, if you've got too many headaches in your side where if you can see that at this point right now, if you were to try and change your team to have good players moving forward, and it's going to cost you like even more than an 8-point hit, I'd say you wildcard. You're sitting with Gabriel, you're sitting with Shaw, you're sitting with people like Havertz, you're sitting with strikers which just aren't delivering like João Pedro, and then you also got the goalkeeper Pickford, and that's like the makeup of your team. Wildcard, bro, because you can't be every week. I feel like you'll be missing out on making that substitution. Right now, you can actually still wildcard and actually bring in a good set of players to move properly, but you have to structure your team well, looking forward into the game weeks. And that's something you should have done really in game week 1. So if you're not going to be doing it properly this time as well, I don't know, as
Yeah, look, I mean, not everybody can, think that far ahead or have that sort of strategy. Crazy things happen, like Luke Shaw's injury and what you explained. Just players not being selected, like João Pedro and so forth.
Yeah.
But for me, another time to possibly take on or activate the wild card is just after the international break. Because that at least would be after when the transfer window closes. And we know there'll be new players coming in and so forth. Based on that, you'll be able to decide to say, the player that I have in my team or the team has got a new player who looks like is going to be sort of like in front of the player that I have at the moment. So let's say, for instance, at Brighton, Mitoma, right? They buy another left winger. Let's say, for instance, they buy, just throwing out a name out there, they buy Leroy Sané, who's going to play on the left.
Who is that guy?
if they bought him, there is a possibility that Leroy Sané might play ahead of Matoma, So then it would be a, sort of like a reason why you could possibly wildcard, So yeah, for me, that would be another option for you when to wildcard. I think for me right now is a little bit premature. Try do as much damage control as you possibly can. Maybe maximum take a 4-point hit if you have to. But I'd say hold off until after the transfer deadline, and then activate the wild card if you see that your team still needs some major surgery.
Yeah. G, any points on that before we move on?
Yeah, I think from my experience, you need to hold your chips for as long as possible. You're not going to win FPL in game week 3 or 4 or 5.
Yeah.
So
especially with the wild card. Especially for the wild card, it's one of those that it's like your team's like literally needs a lot of transfers. Then use it. Don't just use it just because you don't like your players or that type of thing.
Or they're not performing for the first 3 game weeks. Guys, even if you're not doing the first 3 game weeks, it's the first 3 game weeks. Relax your ass. You
need to be patient. For me, one thing I've learned is patience goes a long way.
I've seen wild cards being used in the second game week. I'm like, geez.
Hey, bro. Man. Hey. I see those managers like, hey.
And the worst thing is, like, once you've used your wild card, and then you probably find that the players you've brought in are not giving you points. And then you ask yourself, you're better off having all your chips and not doing well, but not doing well and playing your chips. That's even worse.
Yeah, man.
Just so hold it for as long as practically possible.
You heard the guys. Hold it, man. Guys, let's take a look at the Bantam Boys. We got one transfer. Money in the bank. I don't know. Is there any moves we have to be making over here? Should be making. You see,
why did we bring Enzo? Why did we bring Enzo?
I told you guys, I said, no, do not bring in Enzo because we're blocking ourselves from having a better third Chelsea player.
Hold on. You're the one who suggested Enzo.
You did.
Okay.
You know what I said to you guys? I said, let's bring in
You could have kept Andres.
No. You guys can go back. You guys can go back.
And he scored.
You guys can go back.
Yes.
But look, it's not gonna help us now. Look, I think we need to hold the transfer this game week. I think we should hold it.
No. We can't put that Luton defender there.
That's the issue there. I think we need to bring in someone to show out. I think
Luton's playing West Ham. Oh my gosh. No, that's a no. Sheffield is playing Everton. Baldock, did he play?
Baldock did play. But
I'd much rather have Baldock in. And we hold. They've got Everton.
Yeah,
we hold the transfer, and then the game week 5, then we've got 2, then we've got more flexibility to really make an impact.
Yeah, but Shaw's gonna lose. He's gonna drop in value, man. He's gonna drop.
I was thinking about that as well.
And there's no money in the bank. He's gonna lose again. And the thing is, what was I gonna say?
There's no money in the bank.
Yeah, man.
It's like Shaw's already lost his thing is 5.4. So imagine we couldn't.
I feel like he's gonna drop again.
He is going to
drop again before.
He's going to drop again.
Game week.
No, he's going to drop again. Yeah. So let's actually use it.
You know who I'd bring in just to open up the money as well. I'd bring in Udogie, playing Burnley and then Sheffield. He's pretty much a Shaw, but like on Hot Wheels, bro. He's like running up and down that thing. So that's an option. That's an option. But I also do like Gober's thingy, like. If Baldock is playing Everton, so yeah, we can hold and put Baldock in and hope for the best. I mean, this team did 1 point better than Chavez.
Yep, it did.
Laugh it up, boys.
You know
Laugh
you had
it
a
up.
bad game week.
But I think the question is, do we really need money when it comes to this specific team, or we just want to have options?
The mere fact that we don't have money, that should be a problem.
We don't need it.
Because
no.
the problem with this team,
money.
the problem with this team is when we want a player that is going up in price, it's going to be hard for us to get to that player, right?
But
because
again, guys,
let's think about it. Let's think about it right now. Bruno, Saka, and Salah, undroppable. We're never going to transfer those guys out, pretty much, right? Haaland, never. Jackson, maybe. You know, what if we want to upgrade Jackson to Isak or Wilson? We don't have the money for that. Or even Watkins. We don't have the money for that. You know, or what if you wanted to upgrade Mitoma? We don't. We literally do not have the money.
I've got something to just chuck the spanner in the work. Look at Salah, okay? If we don't utilize our transfer this game week, right? And then we just transfer Salah out in game week 5. That opens up the squad massively, and then we've got lots of money. Because again, we don't need to keep him for the whole duration of FPL, you know?
He's getting points.
Yes, and
he's doing better than Eze.
For his price, he's not pulling up his
Yeah,
socks.
but that's what I was gonna say. That's Eze as well. And I'm like, bro, we can get Madison, bro, who could do something better for us.
So when you talk Salah and money, we can drop him. I'm happy to drop him.
I'm happy. That's what I was saying, bro. I totally happy. We should try maximize Salah and Haaland, but it's not happening.
Well, Salah on top of it, he's not producing. And I mean, for me, this team must give us options. We have to have options.
I'm down with the idea of holding and putting Baldock in, and then putting Baldock in instead of Kabor, and hoping for the best for that game week. And then we have 2 transfers, and then we open up that.
The other thing which makes holding much better is because Salah might leave as well. So
I don't believe that. I really do not believe Salah will leave.
I did not believe Neymar would leave as well, but it happened.
But Neymar was always like, wanting to leave or doing this, and he was like,
but Neymar joined PSG to win the Champions League. We all knew that.
Yes, but it didn't work. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
This guy just signed the contract.
This guy could have went to Chelsea, for all we know. He could have gone there.
Which guy?
What's his name? Neymar. Or he could have gone to America, somewhere else.
No, bro, those guys getting over 30 are like, nah, bro, screw this thing of Ronaldo and Zlatan retiring at 40. I'm going for it now. Money's here.
Yeah, but exactly. They're offering Salah insane money. Like, insane. Like, literally more than Ronaldo. Like, insane. You know? Because he's only like, Salah's only like 30 or 31. And he's still, producing the goods. So they're giving it like insane money.
He's contracted.
Tell me they'll say no. It doesn't matter. No. Liverpool, you put 150 million in front of them. Do you think they'll say no? Those guys are thirsty for money.
Let me tell you what,
thirsty.
Liverpool's going to want at least 250 for this guy. Yeah, listen, he's contracted. No, I'm telling you, like, he's contracted. Give me 200.
But they'll pay. I think they'll pay.
Because Salah, he's a Muslim. So that's
exactly that's why he agreed personal terms with them. He said, you know what, if you're offering me that package, I'll take it, I'll go, but deal with Liverpool, see what they say. Liverpool, they want money because literally they need the money, or cannot really need the money, but they have other areas to improve. They have other areas to improve. They need better midfielders. They need defenders. Like, it's rough there, man. It's rough. When you people got like Harvey Elliott coming off the bench,
All right, cool. We'll hold and we'll sell Salah. we'll see how the transfer market does anyway. I think, yeah, it is a good idea to build. Just a quick view at the table. The moment a lot of you guys have been waiting for. Yeah, so top 10, there you go. I'm not going to go through it as much as I've said, though. But Andile did jump in. Shane's still in there. Velo, I think, also creeped in. DC, I see you, my man. You've dropped a bit. Touch, first man I killed. Pa! Second man, Killer Squad is killed. Is FPL Banter. Pa! And Ganyu, so I'm going to deal with you. Not too far. Goba, Chabe, you guys think you're creeping away? Not. Goba had a good game week. I'll give you props, my man.
A great game week.
Good stuff. Good props. Chabe, you had a good enough game week and then 1 and 2 to still hold first position, but it's slowly slipping away. Watch your ass. Watch your ass. Yeah, man. But guys, you know what it is. You have to subscribe. There's the league code at the bottom. It'll always be there all season. It's never too late to join into the fun and the banter as well. I hope you guys got a lot from this, and your decisions will be much more clearer. You know, I think the theme of this was pretty much to hold out on doing your wild card, hold out on doing the transfers. We got the transfer market that's actually going to be closing. So yeah, you heard the fellas. I wouldn't quite say experts, FPL managers, but you know the fellas.
Speak for yourself, man. What are you talking about?
I'm an expert. I don't know why you're.
Speak for yourself. All right. Speak for yourself.
I need a
we do much better than you do.
He's an expert at holding up the table.
That's what I should write there. Cat expert FPL. You know.
Yeah, expert at being at the bottom.
Oh, the bottom. I'm coming all the way up. All right, guys. No, look, it's been a great show. We'll catch you next time. You know what to do. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And we will catch you guys next week. Good luck for Game Week 5. Peace.
Sharp chance.